Gary on Thacker, and Easter is a really random holiday. It's supposed to be celebrating the resurrection of Jesus, but that has somehow become a giant bunny hiding brightly colored eggs that children proceed to go around and find. The correlation is so strong. But one thing Easter is really missing out on is Easter movies. But just because there's not a lot of them, doesn't mean there's not any. Because there are a few Easter movies. They're not great, but they are there. So let's take a look at them. There's not a lot of Easter movies, meaning that there's not a lot of Easter horror movies. But one of the few Easter horror movies is from a pretty popular horror franchise. Critters 2: The Main Course. Directed and written by Mike Garris, also written by David Toy. After the first Critters was pretty successful, a sequel was inevitable. Released in 1988, Critters 2: The Main Course would not only continue the false belief that Critters is a Gremlins ripoff, but would also be a box office bomb, making $3.8 million on a budget of $4 million, and wasn't received very well. And apart from just taking place on Easter and having a pretty unique kill, it has nothing to do with Easter, meaning that Critters 2: The Main Course doesn't have anything to do with Jesus Christ. Big shocker, I know. But even if Critters 2 has something to do with Easter, it's still fun that such an iconic horror franchise like Critters has one of its installments for no reason whatsoever taking place on Easter. Ice Age is a pretty big animated franchise, and a while back we took a look at the Ice Age Christmas special, so we might as well look at the pretty forgettable Ice Age Easter special. Ice Age: The Great Egg-Scapade, released in 2016, directed by Ricardo Curtis, and written by Jim Hecht. The Great Egg-Scapade takes place between the 4th and 5th Ice Age movies. It shows how the Ice Age crew created Easter, the holiday that celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And the Ice Age was supposedly 11,966 years before the birth of Jesus. Makes sense to me! This strangely connects a lot to Continental Drift, has a random Raiders of the Lost Ark reference, and is as good as you think an Ice Age Easter special would be. Also, I find it weird that they did a Christmas special and then an Easter special. A woolly mammoth, saber-toothed tiger, and sloth being responsible for Christmas and Easter, now that's reasonable. That makes sense. But Halloween? Now that would be just way too far out there. It's a pretty forgettable special. I mean, honestly, kind of forgettable holiday. Next we have what might be the most popular Easter movie, and also might be the worst Easter movie. Hop. Directed by Tim Hill, and written by Cinco Paul, Ken Dario, and Brian Lynch. Released in 2011, and was Illumination's second film. You know, before they ruled the world. It wasn't a bomb, making $183.9 million, a budget of $63 million. It stars Billy Boyd and James Marsden. A brief plot is the son of the Easter Bunny doesn't want to be the Easter Bunny and runs away, where he trains some random guy to be the Easter Bunny instead. If you couldn't tell by the tone of my voice, it's pretty bad. It's not even a fun bad, just an annoying bad. And sadly, it's one of the few Easter movies that's actually really about Easter. There's a villain named Carlos, who is a chicken, but he's not a good villain, as he is 100% in the right, and actively deserves everything he wants and desires. His whole thing is that after the son of the Easter Bunny runs away, he wants to be the new Easter Bunny. Because he's put so much time and work into preparing Easter, he thinks he can do a pretty good job being the Easter Bunny. But of course, since he's a chicken, that's not gonna happen. But they let some random guy, which in the movie is an actual loser. He can't keep a job and he generally sucks. This chicken, who has been helping with Easter for God knows how many years, now he can't be the Easter Bunny. But this random guy we met like a week ago, now he can be the Easter Bunny. Hop is really bad, and I don't want to talk about it anymore, so let's wrap up this video. So overall, Easter movies have the best track record. Maybe one day there'll be one that comes along and actually is good, but at the moment, there is not an Easter movie I watch every year. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribing. Bye guys for now, bye guys, on Thacker.